You already know the tomorrow onwards the webinar coverage webinar will start around 3 to 4 days webinar. Okay, in that webinar we covered all those things nothing but from scratch to advanced. Okay, scratch nothing but even syntax also we can explain each syntax and then each concept with along with coding part also, not only theory part. Okay, webinar nothing but I will share the screen and explain coverage theory part and then wind up. That is not like that. Okay, complete webinar nothing but okay, today we'll conduct a meeting. Main intention, we will explain the complete flow of tomorrow onwards webinar details. Okay, so that reason today we conduct one teaser teaser of the coverage webinar. Okay, before going to start the webinar, please introduce yourself. Okay, some of the students are old students only. Okay, no issue. Please unmute your mic and just mention your name and profession. That's enough. Yeah, start. Yeah, Venu Reddy, right? Start in yourself only. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's great. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Next, LC Polymera Pradeep Reddy. Pradeep Reddy. Yeah, I think. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's great. Okay. Yeah, Tarun. Yeah, next Tarun. Yeah, please unmute your mic one by one and answer. That's enough. Yeah, Tarun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Dhanush. Dhanush is Shravani. Yeah, 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 Shravani. Yeah, okay, I think some of the issue. Okay, no problem. Okay, yeah, myself Siddharth has a 5 to 6 years experience in DAV engineer. Okay, today we'll start some of the blueprint of tomorrow onwards webinar. Okay, yeah, guys. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, no issue. Yeah, yeah. First we understand what is the need of coverage. Okay, first we understand what is the need of coverage. Automatically, once we understand the what is the need of coverage statement, automatically you have some curiosity to learn the coverage, either functional coverage or code coverage. And inside functional coverage, code coverage, some of the lot of topics are there. Okay, let us discuss once webinar will start tomorrow onwards. Okay, in this session I will give a overview blueprint of tomorrow onwards webinar, guys. Okay, yeah. First, okay, coverage. Okay. Before going to the coverage, some fundamentals are needed to understand the demand of coverage, guys. Okay, yeah. I will explain a small scenario. Before before chips manufactured, before chip manufactured, okay, before chip manufactured, engineer write a design. Correct, right? Engineers write a design in HDL, hardware descriptive language. That's called that's called RTL. That's called RTL. Okay, that's common thing you already know. Before manufacture, engineers write a design code in HDL. That's called RTL. Okay, that RTL. Okay, next thing, let us take let's take that RTL code as a as a blueprint for blueprint for the chip logic. Blueprint for the chip logic. For understanding purpose, we take RTL as a blueprint for a chip logic. Okay, that's the first example. On example, okay. Next thing is, before design is sent to the manufacturing, before the design sent to the manufacturing, before the design sent to the manufacturing, before sent to the manufacturing, it it has to be checked. It has to be checked extremely carefully. Correct, right? Why? Anyone? Before design sent to the manufacturing, it has to be checked extremely carefully. Why? Next, one more question. Why? Anyone have any idea? Why need to be checked? Yeah, correct, correct. Okay, that's also a valid point. Okay, another way, because once a chip once a chip is physically made physically made, I'll talk about only for DV. Okay, I'll talk about only for DV. I didn't go to the backend process, physical design. Okay, I only concentrate on DV design and verifications. Okay, better we take verification only. I mainly explain this, all those things is related to the verification. Okay, don't think, sir, either for physical design also verification part is, yeah, that time lot of steps are there. Once verification is completed, next lot of gate level simulation, pre-layout GLS, post level layout GLS, like that lot of steps are there. Okay, not don't aware about like didn't I didn't take those steps because I main target verification. What is the demand of coverage? Okay, so that reason we take the examples and we talk about only in terms of verification, front end verification. Okay, yeah, because one chip is physically made, you can't fix a bug. You can't fix a bug. Fix a bug. There is no software. There is a there is no software update. There is no software update for chips internal logic. Internal logic. Okay, internal logic. Once it's silicon. Okay, once the chip is made into the silicon, in that time we can't possible to fix a bug. Fix a bug because the chip is physical. Once the chips are physically made, okay, physically made, there is no software update for a chip internal logic. Once it silicon. Okay, this checking process, okay, you understood. Once physically the chip is physically made, we can't possible to fix a bug. There is no software update for a chip internal logic. So that reason, before move to the manufacturing, we need to verify the RTL. We need to verify the RTL. This process is called, yeah, process is called verification. Process is called verification. Okay, okay, I have some idea about verification. Okay, next we come to the verification part. Before start the verification in industry side, before start the verification, we need to note down the test cases. What all are the possible test cases we can provide to the design? Okay, we need to list down the all the test cases. Test cases nothing but it is a test case is a simply give an input to the design. Test case test case is simply test case is simply give the input, give the some inputs, run it, run it and check if output is correct. If output is correct. Okay, test case is simply give the inputs. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, test case nothing but it simply give the input to the design part. Okay, yeah, that's related to the test case. Okay, a simple example, take calculator. Okay, calculator design. Okay, first test case one, test case one, press yeah, 2 plus 2, and then you pass to the input to the design. Okay, in that time, check it shows 4 or not. So check it check it shows 4. Like that we need to develop some of the test cases. Okay, next, what is the need of coverage? Okay, you know you can easily to develop a test cases and a random test cases we provide to the design part. Okay, inside this verification, what is the role of coverage? Inside this or out of this flow, what is the need of coverage? Okay, okay, before going to the directly enter into the coverage, without directly enter into the coverage, before going to the coverage part, we need to explain one analogy. Imagine, okay, yeah, imagine in one school, in one school in one school, lot of teachers are there. Correct, right? Correct. In one school, lot of teachers are there. Okay, and and students also students also there. Correct, right? Okay, that's one school. Inside that school, lot of teachers are there. Compared to student, teachers are less. Correct, right? Okay, once or monthly or 2 months once or 2 months once, we have the school conduct a test. Correct, right? Okay, in that time, student one or student one, take one random student says, I study I studied for the exam. I studied for the exam. Okay. I studied for the exam. But but what is the need of examination? Again, one more question. Student is randomly say or directly say I studied for the exam. But teachers conduct the exam. But teachers conduct the exam and check the and then and then check the check the student progress. Student progress. What is the need of exam? Directly, student only told, I am ready to take the exam. I am studied for the exam. But teachers could conduct the exam and check the student progress. What is the need? Okay. What is the need? One more question. Because to check the student progress, you already know. In that student progress, teachers easily know student how much syllabus or how much syllabus or how many chapters was covered. We can easily analysis, right? Okay, in that exam around 20 to 25 chapters or we take 5 to 6 chapters are mentioned for the exam, but student says directly I am ready for the exam, but teachers didn't trust the student. Correct, right? that's the that's today's scenario. Teachers are conduct the exam and check the student progress. In that student progress, teachers easily know that student cover how much syllabus, how many chapters, in which chapter student didn't attend the question. We can easily analysis. Same way same way same way in verification also. Same way Same way in verification also. Number of number of students is equal to number of test cases. Number of test cases. Even students are ready for take the exam. Same way, number of test cases are ready to generate the random values. Okay, but teachers will conduct the exam in school scenario. In verification also, in verification also, coverage is coverage is used for check the functionality. Check the functionality better. Okay, in detail we explain. Okay, next upcoming live classes. Okay, don't worry about that. In verification also, yeah, in verification also, coverage is used for check the functionality. Okay, next we come to the what is the need of check the or what is the need of coverage. Okay, better we didn't mention any functionality that and all we get confused. Okay, in verification also we use coverage instead of exam. Instead of exam we need to consider coverage. Okay, what is the need of coverage? Okay, number of test cases already generated, right? What is the duty of coverage? Okay, let us assume we develop the 500 test cases. 500 test cases, that sounds the 500 test cases, that sounds like a lot of test cases, lot of test cases. But 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 okay, yeah, this line will explain through a simple example. Imagine simple 2 to 1 marks. Okay, 2 is to 1 marks. Okay, we consider simple one 2 is to 1 marks. Okay, in that example we can easily know how much features are covered, that all. Okay, imagine imagine we take a tiny piece of hardware. Okay, imagine tiny piece of hardware. Okay, suppose mux. Suppose mux, internal mux, we added some logic like if select select is equal to 0. If select is equal to 0, output is equal to output is equal to input a. Okay, in case the statement is wrong, else output is equal to input b. Okay, like that logic will implement inside the tiny piece of hardware, that's mux. Okay, inside test cases we develop around we take okay 20 test cases we develop. In all 20 test cases, in all 20 test cases, p or suppose select is equal to 0 only in all 20 test cases. Like okay, I will show. In first test case, test case 1, select is equal to 0 only. And okay, select is equal to 0. And then input, okay, input a is equal to 1. And then input b is equal to 0. Like that we develop 20 test case. Like that, we develop 20 test cases. Like that, we develop 20 test cases. In all 20 test cases, A and B value only shuffle. A and B value only shuffled. Okay, that much combination is not needed. But in case of we enter into the big project, we can possible to achieve more number of test cases. Okay, only A and B value only shuffled. 1 0 1 0 all combination is achieved in A and B, but always P select or select pin is 0. Always select pin is 0. Okay, in this case only output is equal to input A only. Okay, the code or the test cases didn't hit to the else part. In this case, in this case, the test cases didn't it's to the else part. Else part because in all the test cases, in all the test cases, select is equal to 0 only. It always hits. It always hits the. It always hits the if statement only. If statement only. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It always hits to the if statement. Okay. Finally, what's the conclusion? The conclusion is we can't say we can't say we can't say all all the test cases are
Okay, mommy.
we can't say all the test cases or we can't say uh, all statements are all statements are it's it's we can't say all statements are it's in terms of number of test cases, in terms of number of test cases. Okay, that sounds look good. Okay, 500 test cases, that sound looks good. You can easily predict. Yeah, inside 500 test cases, minimum 2 to 3 test cases. Yeah, definitely select is equal to 1. Yeah, in all the statements inside design code, it. We can't say whether the number of test cases depend on number of test cases. We can't predict all the features are working like that. All the features are working like that. We can't say. You can't say based on number of test cases, based on number of test cases. Okay, that is the final conclusion. Okay, each test case, sir, again one more question. Okay, sir, all test cases done only the single person? No, each test cases is handle each people, each people guys. Whenever you enter industry side also, each people can handle each test cases. Each people can handle each test cases. Okay, we can't predict which one is developed, which combination of input. We can't predict. Okay, that time we can't say number, we can't say all the statements or all the features are it or all the features are useful in design part based on number of test cases. Okay, that is the final conclusion guys. Okay, next we come to the coverage. Okay, next one more question, sir, how to predict sir, how to analysis number of in which way we analysis all the feature or all the features are in it all the features are useful in the design part, all combination of inputs are generated. Again one more question. Next question. Next is how to analysis the how to analysis all the combinations, all the combination of inputs are generated or not, generated or not. That's the one question. Next, how to know how much or how much okay, or how to know all the combination or all the feature all the features all the features are useful, or all the lines or all the features are useful in design code. How to know? Because in this case if statement only execute this part inside design only, correct, right? Okay, in this case only always the inputs are hitting only for if statement only it to the if statement. The input the test cases didn't it's to the else part. Next, one more question: how to know all the features are useful in design code, or how to know all the features are working with respect to working or useful only better, that is the how to use useful in design code or test cases test cases, it's to the all the statements inside design code. How to know this all three question? Again, one more question. That's the common doubt for all. How to analyze all the combination of input generated or not? In this case, all the combination of inputs are not generated because all the time select is equal to zero only. Select is equal to zero only. That's the first question. The second question: how to know all the features are useful in design code? Okay, so in this case, the else statement is not working. Correct, right? Because that the test cases that the random in test cases are not. It's to the else part. So that reason the else part is disabled. Which time we enable to provide some input, in that time only that statement is executed. Correct, right? Otherwise, that is disabled. How to know that all? How to know in which way you know? That's common doubt for all. Okay, we can easily know by using coverage. This all the problem we can easily achieve. We can we can easily achieve by using coverage. Okay, how to analyze all the combination of inputs are generated or not by using coverage. By using coverage. Okay, how to know all the features are working correct or not in design code? By using coverage. By using coverage. Okay, okay, that is the advantages of the coverage, guys. Okay, if you have any doubt in this part, yeah, inside coverage part, again subtopics are divided: functional coverage, code coverage, in which purpose we use code coverage, in which purpose we use functional coverage, that and all we discuss. Okay, once enter into the topic, we can take lot of time. Okay, we need some lot of time. Okay, so that reason I didn't enter into the coverage part, only I give the advantages of the coverage part. Without coverage part, what happened? We didn't predict all the input combinations are generated or not, because all the test cases are not handled in a single person. Each person can handle each test cases. Okay, in industry side, each people we develop each test cases around 5 and 20 25 test cases are available in a single code, nothing but each people can add each test cases around 25% or develop the 25 test cases. Okay, if you have any doubt, next we move to the concept how to look like the coverage part. First, just I will show. Okay, initially some of the people is already know what is the coverage syntax, you can easily understand. But who all are not aware about the coverage part, let us see. Okay, that's enough. Okay, how to look like coverage. Okay, that's enough. Okay, yeah, guys. If you have any doubt, please clarify. Next, we move to the next part. Next part, nothing but I didn't go to the coverage. But related to the coverage, I will show some of the coding part and how to generate, how to look like coverage report. That and all I will show in this session only. Shall we move to the next? Please respond in chat box, either unmute your mic and answer this question. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, guys. I will show on simple APP protocol because this batch is already running. Okay, so that reason I take this APP protocol, this code only. Okay. Yeah, because inside this design code I didn't explain that much all the behavior of APB protocol, just to uh, coverage part. Okay, coverage part. In this case also, till now we developed two test cases. First one is random input. I will show the test cases also. Okay, that's a monitor block. Okay, BM generator. That's a random value test case. That one is p-stroke all the combination test cases. Okay. Yeah. Next, we consider the p-stroke combination inside a coverage part. That's one coverage. That's one coverage. That's the coverage block. Okay. In detail, we explain what is cover point, what is cover group, what is the syntax. Okay, how to create object creation. That and all we discuss. What is the sample method? That and all we discuss. Okay, don't worry about that. Just look at how to look like coverage block. Same way scoreboard only. Okay. Next, I will run this code. I will show. Yeah, by using Costa only, I will run this code. Okay. That is the second comment. Okay. Yeah, I will show. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's its take. Okay, next we add some waveform. Oh, okay, waveform. That's not. Okay, I will show the coverage report. How to look like coverage report? Just I will show. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the coverage report, guys. Okay. The P strobe is the 4 bit, around 16, 15 combination, 16 combination possible. Okay. We need to check all the 16 combinations are hitting or not. It's or not. Okay. Yeah. Zero indicate P strobe zero. Zero, zero, by using 4 bit combination, we can possible to generate 16 combination, correct? Right? 0 to 15. We need to check all the combinations generated or not. Generated or not. How to analysis by using coverage part only, guys. Okay, we take one is a single signal, p-strobe signal we take from the APV protocol. Then we'll check that's hitting correct or wrong. That's all the combination is hitting or wrong, hitting or not. Okay, that's it. All the combinations are it. Okay, same way we check code coverage also. Code coverage nothing but how much lines in design code are useful nothing but inside design code 100% can't possible, guys. The code coverage at a time we need to do. Suppose I will take a same example inside mux only. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will take same example. Okay, that's one mux concept. That's in this case two statements are one if statement and another one is else statement, correct, right? Both. Okay, one more question. I ask one question. Okay, in single input we can possible to achieve both the statements in single input combination or 0001 or 1011 we can possible to achieve or okay, that's not okay. Yeah, by using either one, p select is 0 or 1, or suppose okay, I will better I will take 1 minute. By using single input of select, we can possible to achieve the both if and else. That's my question. Yes or no? Yes or no? By using single input of select pin we can possible to achieve both if and else. We can possible. It's a single input one, only one time we generate. Suppose select is equal to 1. Okay, whenever we provide input from the test pen select is equal to 1, in that time we can possible to achieve both if and else or it. In this time, this statement or if statement is unable or else statement is unable. Which statement is unable? Which statement is unable? Please all our response in chat box are either unmute your mic. Whenever we push to the input from the test bench, select is equal to 1, select is equal to 1. In that time, either if statement is unable or else statement is unable. Else, correct, right? Okay, suppose you take once, okay, for mux only we take that once that's this statement is execute, we take 50%. 50% of 50% covered in design part. Okay, once else statement is it, once else statement is it, in this time another 50% is covered. Okay, like that, some take one example. Okay, we can't possible to achieve 100%, correct or wrong? We can possible, guys, we can possible to achieve 100%, we can possible or not? Yeah, answer either right or wrong, no worry. Yeah, 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 Nitish. Yeah, by providing single input, I ask about, I provide single input. Select is equal to 0 or select is equal to 1. In that time, we can achieve the 100%. We can possible to achieve 100%. No, correct, right? Either if statement is execute in single output in one time. I ask about only one time. Okay, either select is equal to 0 possible, select is equal to 1 possible, either select is equal to 0 possible. Okay, in that time we can possible to achieve only 50%. Correct, right? Okay, so that reason, okay, that's the final conclusion, guys. Okay, 100% we can't possible. 1 minute. Okay, 100% we can't possible. 100% we can't possible. Okay, same way in APB protocol also, I will show that report also. Okay, some command is needed. I will type that command inside Questas. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, no issue. Yeah, yeah. First command is vlog command. Okay, vlog file name code that is. The second command is, yeah, vopt work dot top plus cover is equal to FC best. In detail, we explain what is FC best. That and all we in detail we explain. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, I will. Next is the test case name. Okay, I will copy the test case name. Okay, inside generator. Okay, yeah, I will copy this test case name and okay, and then add. Okay, next and click on enter. That is the second command. Okay, next command is vsim coverage coverage. Next, one more time, the test case name plus test name. Okay. That test name is equal to all the combination. Click on it. One minute. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, next, last comment run if now. Okay, yeah, I will show the design inside design how much will cover. Okay, I will show that concept. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, 1 minute. Wait, so, okay, yeah. Okay, We take a coverage report. In this case, we take only the specific design unit, APB, specific design unit. The module name is or design name module name is APB only. So the reason I select APB. Click on okay. In this case, 73% is achieved. 73% is achieved, guys. The design unit. APB design unit. APB nothing but that is the module name of the design. Okay. In this case, we achieve 73%. 73%. Same way we can judge case how much percent or how many lines are useful in the design part. We can easily get through the report. Okay, that way we can easily analysis once we complete get the knowledge and coverage part. You only automatically generate your respective projects. Okay, that is the main demand in outside outside. Okay, I will show real example. Okay, I will show guys 1 minute. That in the vacancy also I will show what's the demand of coverage and assertion. Okay, around 100% verification a job, 100% verification is reserved for 50% coverage and assertion. Reserved for coverage and assertion. Remaining 50% either test cases, the monitor scoreboard verification. But majorly today is mainly depend on verification. I demand in verification is coverage and assertion. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think which one? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have one doubt. Okay, regarding the C slaver in APB protocol, which exactly P slaver is indicate doesn't slave as it. Okay, or P slaver indicate the overall APB transaction is invalid, such as legal address. Yeah, address mainly depend on address. We know already, right? Okay, in case we send address error signal, that one is P slaver is a address error signal. Okay, in this case, we consider aligned and unaligned concept is present in APB protocol also. Aligned and unaligned concept. Whenever we send it, that's mainly the P slave error signal is reserved for address purpose. We can send the illegal address to the slave. In that time, the slave sends to the response to the master. P slave error. That error is sorry. That address is illegal. Like that. That is, a second statement is correct, right? Yeah, that P slave error is indicating overall APB transaction is invalid, such as illegal address. Illegal address are not support, guys. So that reason we use p slave error in APB protocol. Okay, yeah, other than in coverage part, if you have any doubt. But no data ready, yeah. That p slave error is no. That's correct, no data. That's reserved for address. The signal is mainly depend on address. Yeah, okay. In that time also we send illegal address. In that time data also not retrieve, only error signal only retrieve from the slave. Okay, yeah. And next, I will show real example of the coverage and assertion demand in outside. Okay, I will simply search Naukri or any other job platform. 1 minute, screen is stuck. I think 1 minute. The screen is like 1 minute. I will resolve that issue. 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Next, I will show uh, coverage and assertion verification in DB engineer. Simply such. That's enough. Okay, okay, first 1 minute. I will enter into the Google. Coverage and assertion demand in DB in VLSI. Okay, yeah. In VLSI DB, the coverage assertion are two fundamental pillar for coverage-driven verification. Assertion is ensure the correct internal behavior or catch the bugs instantly, while coverage maps out of design feature corner cases has been successfully tested. Okay, mainly the verification out of 100% job in verification is coverage and assertion is the 50%. Coverage and assertion is the 50%. Okay, next I will show job in terms of job also. Coverage and assertion based VLSI jobs. Okay, simply search in Bangalore only. In the okay, that one is design verification Tata Group. Okay, yeah. In this case, okay, UVM based verification. Okay, now should consent and randomization test cases. Okay, okay. I will show in 1 to 3 years experience HVUM UVM, yeah, UVM only. Okay. Inside system consent and sorry, coverage and others is included. Okay, next okay, I will show in all the test cases. Okay, in all the verification engineer compulsory we have knowledge on coverage and assertion. Okay, that one is IC verification engineer. IC verification engineer. Okay, I will show. See. Okay. In system management, it's included not specifically in some of the job vacancy only mentioned coverage and assertion. Okay, it doesn't inside a system relag only, right? Okay, so that reason I didn't mention in any. Okay, in some of the roles in some of the company only mention specifically coverage and assertion. Yeah, like look that functional coverage, functional coverage planning, coverage item coding, suit argumentation to achieve the functional coverage like that. Okay, I will show some of the example like that. Okay. Okay, in this case, EP means test cases, yeah, checkers and coverage. Specifically mention some of the company, the tier one companies is particularly mentioned this type of requirement is needed for my company. So that reason, compulsory the job responsibilities mention coverage and assertion. Coverage and assertion. Okay, that's the complete sel- uh, complete teaser of the coverage webinar, guys. If you have any doubt, okay. Yeah, can you arrange a session to learn the PCI and DDR in upcoming? Yeah, yeah, definitely. We arrange some of the session on the like that webinars to aware about DDR and PCIs. Okay, because today trending also project in project wise today trending is PCI, DDR, and chip protocol. Okay, next upcoming sessions we organize some of the webinar on chip protocol, some of the webinar on DDR controller or DRAM card specifications reading. Something depends on projects only. Okay, once we covered okay after the completion of coverage we take assertion concept. Okay, once assertion is completed we enter into the projects only. Projects only. We can definitely next upcoming test the project will release.